Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. We have got a really fascinating one lined up for you today. We're going to be unpacking a highly detailed astrological and spiritual broadcast from June 27th, 2026. Now, if you've ever found yourself wondering how celestial movements are believed to impact our daily grind, or how different traditions look at the whole concept of cosmic karma, well, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to break down the source material's specific claims about planetary alignments, material remedies, and spiritual practices, which are all meant to help you navigate life's inevitable hurdles.
Let's kick things off with a pretty epic quote straight from the source material. It describes Saturn as the universe's greatest judge, master of justice, and rewarder of hard work. That really sets the stage for everything we're about to cover, doesn't it? According to this broadcast, Saturn, which is often referred to in the source as Zuhal or Shani, is seen as way more than just a distant gas giant. In this specific framework, it's viewed as this massive cosmic force that directly oversees our long-term wealth, our personal willpower, and most importantly, the ultimate delivery of justice in our lives.
So, here is our game plan for today. We're going to start by looking at Saturn's energy, then we'll move into colors and remedies, followed by specific zodiac predictions, and finally, we'll wrap up with the spiritual Wazifa.
All right, let's jump right into Section 1, Saturn's energy.
According to the source, when Saturn is well-placed and strongly aligned, it acts as the ultimate problem solver for those really stubborn, long-standing issues. We're talking about things like resolving complex court cases, clearing up bitter property and land disputes, and even getting rid of troubles caused by adversaries. The source actually claims that through sheer willpower and Saturn's cosmic sense of long-term justice, your enemies will just naturally step aside. In fact, they go so far as to say that if you put in the hard work, Saturn's energy can literally turn dust into gold.
And the broadcast gets very specific about who benefits the most right now. If you happen to work in real estate, construction, transport, iron and machinery, oil and gas, or really any technical or labor-intensive field, this alignment is supposedly heavily stacked in your favor today. The source claims today is an incredibly solid day for building foundations. So, if you're looking to, say, sell an old property you've been stuck with, or if you need to kick off some new legal proceedings, the source strongly suggests that today is the day to finally make your move.
Okay, moving right along to Section 2, Colors and Remedies.
The source breaks this down into two very practical categories. First, for your aesthetic choices, the claimed lucky colors are royal blue, midnight black, and dark charcoal gray. But to actually complement those colors, they recommend specific remedies that are focused entirely on acts of charity. This includes things like feeding black sesame seeds to birds in the morning or evening, providing black chickpeas or just a hearty meal to hardworking laborers, or donating shoes and iron utensils to folks in need. It's a really fascinating contrast, right? Mixing personal style choices with selfless charitable actions to remove obstacles.
Which brings us to Section 3, Zodiac Predictions.
Let's speed through the signs, starting with Aries. For Aries, the claim is that all your hard work is finally about to pay off. Expect to make some massive career decisions where your boss actually notices your dedication. For Taurus, the source predicts luck is totally on your side today. An older mentor is supposed to help you push through a stalled financial project, and any hurdles with visas or higher education will finally clear up. As for Gemini, the advice is to avoid hasty investments and drive carefully, though the source does mention sudden financial gains could pop up from ancestral property or even research into secret sciences.
Next up, Cancer. The claim here is that it's a fantastic day for solidifying new business deals and finally clearing the air with your life partner or spouse. For Leo, the outlook is super energetic. You're supposedly going to see definitive victory over your enemies and find brand new pathways to serious debt relief, all while feeling a lot more physically fit. And for Virgo, your creative power is reportedly peaking right now. This brings competitive exam success for students and a really strong potential for sudden profits in the stock market or through online businesses.
All right, let's look at Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. Notice how these predictions consistently tie back to Saturn's overarching themes of material reward and justice. The source claims Libras are going to experience increased luxury and peace at home, and might even finalize a land or car purchase with the full backing of their mother. Scorpios are predicted to have soaring self-confidence, profitable short trips, and big media or marketing deals closing. Sagittarius, on the other hand, is looking at a supposedly massive bump in their bank balance, with long-stuck money finally coming back to them, supported by their family.
To wrap up our zodiac rundown, it is absolutely crucial to mention that Capricorn and Aquarius are highlighted by the source as being ruled directly by Saturn itself. Because of this direct link, Capricorns are predicted to have top-tier energy,
defeating career enemies and gaining significant property wealth. Aquarius signs, though, are advised to keep a tight lid on their expenses and their temper, but they do have strong chances for lucrative profits in foreign or online trading. Finally, for Pisces, the prediction is the opening of brand new, permanent income paths, getting major support from senior professionals, and finding incredible peace of mind from recovered funds.
And that brings us to our final segment, Section 4, the spiritual Wazifa.
So what exactly is a Wazifa? Well, in this context, it's a specific Islamic spiritual practice or verbal recitation. The source claims that doing this particular Saturday special practice acts like a divine protective shield. It's meant to completely eliminate life's obstacles, grant you immense patience, and defeat enemies or overwhelming legal troubles that might be weighing you down.
The broadcast lays out a very specific chronological set of steps, and they emphasize this should be done with absolute certainty, specifically after the Maghrib or Isha evening prayers. Step 1 is to read the Durud Sharif 11 times. Step 2, which is kind of the core of the practice, is to recite the phrase Ya Malikul Quddusu exactly 100 times. And finally, Step 3 is to read the Durud Sharif another 11 times, gently blow on your chest, and pray earnestly for relief from your difficulties. According to the source, completing this cycle with faith is believed to bring about immense spiritual strength, profound peace, and real success in legal matters.
So, that leaves us with a pretty big, thought-provoking question to end on. Will your hard work and Saturn's justice align today? This entire explainer really boils down to the source's core idea that cosmic justice, when combined with your own personal, tangible effort, whether that's giving charity to laborers, exercising patience, or maintaining deep spiritual focus, can ultimately clear your path. In fact, the original broadcast ends by asking its viewers to comment the phrase Ya Malikul to join in on this protective prayer. It definitely leaves us reflecting on the fascinating ways people try to find harmony between grand cosmic forces and their own daily actions. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep asking questions and keep exploring.